Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'm going to show you how to use the Samsung Galaxy A16. Of course, this is the A16 and of course it's a great device from Samsung, and I'm going to run you through some of the basics that you should know about your device to be a very functional user. Now if this is your first upgrade in a while from maybe a older device to these newer type devices, there are some things that are not so intuitive, and I'll be showing you some of the key steps. Now the first thing I want to show you guys is how to power off your device. Now of course, once you are on your main screen, note that if you want to go to the notification area, you're going to simply swipe down from your left, and in a single swipe you'll reach your notification area. If you want to just go to the toggles, simply swipe from here and the toggle screen will appear. From here you can access quick stuff such as your flashlight. You can access other stuff such as internet or mobile internet right here. Or of course you can access the Wi-Fi by turning it on there. Bluetooth is also here, and a number of functions such as you can increase the brightness of the screen or dim the screen. You can increase the volume, and of course there are some other quick smart home features down here that you can use as well. Now most important, if you want to power off, the power off option is right here, so go ahead and tap, and there you go, you're now in the power off menu, and that's a manual way usually by default to power off your device. So the power off and restart options are there. Now of course you might be pressing here, which is the power button, to trying to get to the screen, but it's no longer here as it will bring up the smart assistant. If you want to change this button back to the power off menu and not the smart assistant, simply go ahead and hit right here, hit side buttons, and right where it says here long press, yours is set to digital assistant, but set it to power menu. And what will happen is that when you now long press the power button at the side, it will bring up the power menu versus the digital assistant. All right, so that's a good modification to make, especially if you're new to your device. Now it's very easy to turn off your phone, and of course it's more reminiscent of devices of the past where we usually do it that way. To make a call is very easy. Simply tap, go to the dialer. You'll have your recent call logs here. You can go to your contacts and find your contacts. You can also do various things in here, such as you can go into this particular context menu here, and it will give you a bunch of call related functionality, such as modifying the call background. You can block callers, and of course you can set your call alerts and ringtones. So you can actually tap here and you can customize everything, including the ringtone. You can select some of the defaults there, and you can set your call vibrations right here. So of course that's a great way of customizing the way your phone rings, so it can be highly personalized. All right, so in case that you need that level of customization, just to set your ringtone so you know how stuff is set out. All right, another thing to be very familiar with is your camera. Once you tap your camera, such as here, you'll notice the camera is open. These are now sliders, so you simply go to video to be in video mode, or back to photo to be in photo mode. But notice you have access to your zoom here, so you can zoom in and zoom out. And of course, that's great use of the camera to use the zoom. However, let's say you want to go to the settings for the camera. You notice there's no setting option here, or no gear icon over the screen. So simply to get to your options of settings, it's now hidden under this menu here. So tap on that line there, that's 4 dots in a square, and then you notice settings is right here, and there you go. You can now adjust your camera settings. So for example, you can have it scan QR codes and so on. If at any time you modify the settings and the camera is not to your liking, you can always reset the camera settings right in here. So of course the camera is quite easy. You can easily access the gallery and preview what you have taken a photo of by tapping right here. You'll go straight to the gallery. You can also find your pictures and videos right here in your gallery, so you can always tap that and enter your gallery to view your photos. So these are your photos. You can always share them. There are options here for quick sharing, and of course you can edit or like your favorites. To make sure your phone is up to date, you can always check for latest updates. So go to settings. Once you're in settings, you can go and check out the software updates that can be found on the software updates right here. So all you gotta do is tap and you just simply download the latest updates and hit install, and your device will restart. For the latest apps, officially you have two methods. You can go to the Play Store. So once you're connected to the internet, as I showed you earlier how to connect to the internet, where to find the icon, simply go ahead and tap, and that's Google Play Store, and you'll be in the Play Store. You'll have categories such as games. You can download the latest games in here. Or of course, you have the Galaxy Store. Now the Galaxy Store is identified as store. Simply tap, and what will happen is that you're taken to a very similar store. Alright, so this is the Galaxy Store. You can get apps as well in here. So those are the two main methods to get apps. And of course, guys, you can always go in and do what you want, but I recommend that most people take what they need from the Play Store. So you can actually go into the Play Store and get your games and your latest apps. To search in the Play Store, simply tap on search and you search out your app. So for example, if you wanted TikTok, so that's TikTok. All right, you will go ahead and search. There you go, TikTok. Simply tap to install and it will appear usually on the screen over here. So you just swipe to one side, or of course you can always swipe up and go into your app tray, and you'll see every app that's on your device, such as this is the apps currently on this device. All right, you can always search your apps as well. So simply search here. So for example, you could say TikTok and I don't have it installed, or you could say Instagram. So let's say you have Instagram. And there you go, Instagram is right there. You can always launch the app. All right, so that is it for some of the stuff, just to tour you through the A16. And if you haven't used a device in a while, or of course this is your new two devices such as the Samsung Galaxy A16, that's how you actually go about doing it. All right, as always guys, Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips saying bye until next time. Bye.